Hello everybody, let's go watch some fun videos. Let's see what we got.
Let's Google when humans will become cyborg. If you don't think this will happen in your lifetime, you are wrong. Have you heard of Elon Musk's Neuralink? Dylan Page just made a video on it explaining that Neuralink is essentially a microchip placed in your brain. But it gets crazy. Essentially, you'll be able to connect with technology like your phone, TV, and camera with your mind. Elon gave this example, but scientists go as far as saying it'll be able to cure paralysis, improve hearing and seeing beyond what is currently capable, and restore mental disability. So when is this gonna happen? Well, it already has. Here's a video of a monkey controlling a video game using only his mind with Neuralink. How will this impact everyday life? What about sports and competition? And lastly, do you want one?
Wow. I truly don't know what to think about that, except that I think we've been warned by stories and movies over the years that implanting any kind of a microchip in a human is probably a bad idea. I certainly wouldn't want one, but as far as advancements in science, I'm all for it. But it's really, really, really scary to think about how quickly technology is advancing and what that has in store for society. Jury's out.
Once secured their first gig at a BMW plant in South Carolina. BMW will put these AI-powered humanoids to work, focusing on tasks like body shop work with sheet metal and warehouse logistics. Humanoids will undergo training, kicking off with low quantities and scaling up based on performance milestones. Will humanoid robots eventually replace human jobs?
Yeah, robots have replaced thousands and thousands of, if not millions, over the course of, industry, replaced lots and lots of human positions and jobs, and some of them actually perform better than humans, which was the whole point. But as humans, if we want our species to continue to proliferate and be able to survive, we can't give all the jobs to the robots. Let's stop and think for a minute, people, on how far we should allow this to go. There's going to be some jobs that'll never, I don't think, be able to perform by robots. But with all these advancements, who knows? Scary stuff happening out there.
I talked about the Las Vegas UFO thing.
Now it's going viral. Everyone's talking about it.
Viral, and there's more stuff that is coming out. Ready?
Yes. Ready.
They actually have a video of the family going into the backyard. The sons, and they're carrying guns, and they see something. Everyone's trying to show it on the video, you can't really see anything. But it scared the family, where they're like, ah! And they all ran away.
So it crashes. The family goes out there with guns.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the policeman's on the radio before he gets there. He's like, oh man, guys, I got butterflies. This is freaking me out a little bit. He's like, I don't want to do this. So he talks to the family. They're like, there's two creatures back there, 8 to 10 feet tall, big eyes, big mouth. He's asking neighbors, did you see something crash in the yard? But then all these neighbors were reporting these black SUVs pulled up to this house that the crash landed. They saw men in suits get out, interview the family, and the news, they've been trying to get a hold of the family.
They're dead.
Well, no, they don't know where they're at. They're not at the house anymore.
Oh,
Cool.
no.
They've seen too much.
What?
Abducted.
Okay, that's crazy. When I first heard that story, I was like, whatever, just another one of these alien stories with no real video footage, and the story just dies. But a little bit of follow up with that, the black SUVs, the men in suits, the movie stuff going on, and the fact that the family now can't be found, that's a little crazy. I'm fully on board with the fact that aliens exist. I'm not sure about whether they're here or not. I don't believe most of the stories of people seeing real aliens or believing celebrities are aliens or any of that. But these stories are intriguing. Be interested to see what continues, or if anything comes out of this, the story of this family in Vegas. That's interesting stuff.
Name tag on it. Oh yeah, it's the Kool-Aid van.
Violent name. Or call this number. No, it is actually the Kool-Aid man. You weren't joking. It's got a picture and everything. Oh yeah. Don't know the story behind this. That's kind of cool. I don't get why they put a note on it. I would like to bring it in and get it out of the ocean, but I really don't know. Unless we got a sawzall or something to cut it up, you could tow it home. It'd be a long ride. Well, I guess we'll give them a call. We can't really, you can see behind us on the deck, we don't really have a lot of room in the boat at the moment. We're gonna get these traps off here, then we're gonna run back and see if it's drifted too far. If it hasn't gone too far, we're gonna try to wrestle it into the boat.
I mean, I don't doubt that these guys are finding all kinds of interesting stuff out there when they're out there doing their, looks like crabbing, setting their crab traps. As far as that being a UFO, I don't know. I don't know what Bert's got going on in the ocean and why he has a note on there in cardboard to return it. I'd love to see a follow-up video to that, whether or not those guys actually brought that thing, towed that thing in, got in the boat, whatever. I have some doubts that it's a UFO, but more interesting stuff.
Making these giant underground bases.
We have in Colorado, the airport.
Yeah, so the airport, the Cheyenne Mountain up there in Colorado, that's like where NORAD is and everything.
It's like a doomsday bunker.
But yeah, it's an underground bunker that's as big as, or twice as big as the airport or whatever.
Yeah, and they can hold like 4,000 people or something like that.
Yeah,
This is
massive.
end of civilization shit.
Well, the government's thinking about it because they're interested in fighting wars in underground cities.
If there's an extinction level event, there's going to be violence followed very quickly.
Yeah, that's the first
Last
time
of
it's
Us.
survived.
Yeah.
You would love a series about this.
Debunking flat Earth.
What are those guys wearing? These underground bunkers, whether it's the government building them or Mark Zuckerberg or anybody else, I think are amazing. And I think the lucky people that are going to get to survive in these underground bunkers when the apocalypse goes down, whether it's an asteroid or nuclear war or some other major Earth catastrophe, some sort of cataclysmic event. Lucky those people that we have industrious governments and individuals creating these massive underground bunkers. I think they're super awesome, and I'd love to see one for myself. Tell me what you think.
60 seconds or less. We first proved the Earth was a sphere using a literal stick in the ground.
Yes, please.
So it's not hard to understand. Space looks different to people in the southern and northern hemispheres. I mean, compare the moons. This only makes sense if people in Australia are upside down relative to the northern hemisphere. And what about lunar eclipses? The Earth's shadow is cast onto the moon as a perfect circle. And what about our literal photos of Earth? Do flat earthers use GPS? Because GPS only works because of the satellites orbiting our very spherical Earth. And we can see other planets using telescopes. Why are they spherical but Earth isn't?
Flat earthers. These are my favorite. This guy, 60 seconds, plenty of proof. Give me that proof for the flat earth. Please give me the real photos. Give me the telescopic images of other planets that are also flat. Again, why would Earth be flat? This is the best conspiracy theory out there for people who like to poke a little fun at these conspiracy theorists. And this is me and flat earthers. I don't even know what to say. You need to seek help.
This is what...
That's actually incredible. Love hummingbirds. The fact that that guy was able to get that hummingbird to not only come close to his window, but to come and feed from his hand, land on his hand, hang out for a second, very to my knowledge.
What things actually look like under a microscope. First, we have ants. These are just tiny little creatures and no one's really afraid of them. But if you look at one very close, this is what they look like. Next, we have a worm. This is what these slimy creatures look like under a microscope. It's quite terrifying. This is what grass looks like under a microscope, and it's just a bunch of little smiley faces. Next up, we have maggots. They're kind of gross, but this is what they look like under a microscope. And this is what salt and pepper looks like. For some reason, it looks like rocks and marshmallows.
Marshmallows. Marshmallows. That worm was nuts. It looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. You know, what filmmakers would make a sandworm or something like that. Ants, seen ants up close before. That was an interesting view of it as well. But things under a microscope can be some of the most interesting things in the world. I have a little handheld microscope that I used to look at things under, and it was nothing compared to that kind of imagery, and even that was fascinating. Perspective is everything. Really crazy stuff. What? Okay. First, I would have said that's fake because you don't ever seen yellow frogs like that. At least here in the States. I think most of the rest of the world, save for those little, poison frogs you see in the jungle, those little brightly colored poisonous or non-poisonous frogs you see in the jungle and tropical areas around the world. I would say that somebody has really, really good video editing skills. And the only thing that made me think that is that I did see one of the yellow frogs on top of what looked like a standard green frog. At one point in that video. But there's also a crowd of people standing there looking, and if those were normal frogs, I don't think most people would care. That's a crazy scene. I'd like to know what caused those frogs to be yellow, bright yellow like that. If that's the case, maybe they're new a nuclear power plant or something like that. I don't know. If you guys know anything about it, tell me about it in the comments below, but that's crazy. That's just amazing right there. Not the iceberg turning around. I think, that's fairly common in Arctic waters, those icebergs turning, and I've seen that before, but the color of that water is unreal. Nature is beautiful.
So you think, oh, that's Emma Watson. Yeah, I know what she looks like. That's just... No. It's actually... Sofia Vergara! A lot of people on the internet think that Tyler Perry is just Will Smith in a skin suit. If you look closely at Tyler Perry's eyes, you can see that it almost seems like there's a suit resting on the natural folds of his eyes, and that's not how a normal eye would look.
He was so happy to have that. It's very sentimental for me, and we do a lot of shooting down here.
People often accuse Joe Biden of wearing a skin suit as he looks different in before and after. The theory goes that some celebrities will just wear these to keep themselves safe, protected, and in disguise.
Yeah, that's called
while others
plastic
would wear them to
surgery.
become multiple celebrities at once. Michael Jackson was known to wear them in videos. Before I say the craziest part about all this, make sure you follow so you finally know the craziest conspiracy theories about each of your favorite celebrities and requests you want to see next. The craziest part is that people think Michael Jackson has faked his death and is living out his life as a man named Dave.
To his Encino house. I think I was in that Encino.
This is right up there with the celebrity cloning nonsense. Sorry for those of you that are out there believing that there's clones of celebrities, or anybody for that matter, that are out there actually in the real world. Skin suits, yeah, for Hollywood productions and videos and things like that. Is Tyler Perry Will Smith? Just let me really think about that for a second. I love these videos because it just shows me again, thanks for there being crazy people out there to make me feel just a little bit more normal.
Watching this video, there's a good chance you like marine biology. But what if I told you there was one theory that disproved it all? Let me turn it over to our teacher for the day, and let's learn.
The deeper you go, what starts to happen? The deeper you go, you start getting different type of fish. You want to call them that today, that you don't see when you're at certain other levels of the sea or you're at surface. Like, for example, angular fish. Right here, this is an angular fish. These are angler fish. You Google the term angular, but the angular fish is the same as the tuna fish. But what happens is, when you're at the surface, the tuna fish is a tuna fish. But as the ocean drops in frequency, the deeper you go, that tuna starts to look different to survive. So it completely morphs, and it be going.
That's messed up. But I mean, the guy's not totally crazy. I mean, that's what happens as animals adapt to different environments. They go through changes over generations to adapt to those environments. So if the angler, I don't think it's angular, but if the anglerfish share DNA with a tuna fish, and it adapted to live in those deep ocean spaces, then that's believable. But his works cited is great. Cute video. Three-toed sloths, absolutely mind-boggling creatures. One of those things that exists on the planet, and you're like, but why? Really, really awesome animals, and glad to see humanity stepping up to give one a lending hand when needed. Really cute video.
Flying over downtown. Oh, shit.
That's nuts. I don't know what the heck that was. It looked like 4 airplanes on fire flying through the air. UFOs or UAPs or whatever you want to call them. They're out there, and we don't know what they are. That's what the unidentified part of that is. That one's pretty crazy. But the thing that bothers me about these videos, and tell me if you guys agree, is I want to see one where we get longer footage, where we get clearer footage, and where we get footage of the same one from multiple people, especially current videos where that guy sounded like he was with other people, that everybody be pulling out their phones and taking some video of the same thing. We can get some different angles, but rarely do we ever see that. It's usually one. So that always gives me pause as to what they are. But I've seen some things in the sky that I've gone, huh? So interesting stuff. Birds are amazing. The intelligence level of parrots and cockatoos and crows and all kinds of birds, their intelligence level is mind-blowing. And I love seeing videos like that. And my family always says they want a bird, but no thanks. I'll just continue to enjoy watching videos like this.
Kevin, you want me to help you? And alright, 1, 2, 2 steps. Why is that leg still sliding? Why is the leg still sliding? Come on, Kevin, we gotta go.
Get your hands out of your pocket.
Kevin, you want me to help you? And alright, 1, 2, 2 steps. Why is that leg still sliding? Why is the leg still sliding? Come on, Kevin, we gotta go.
Get your hands out of your pocket.
Oh my god, dude, that party was so... Oh, I almost just kicked that rock. I'm not gonna fall.
Oh.
Y'all, I'm headed to Chili's right now. I'm walking, it looks like someone fell hard. I really hope they're okay.
Yeah. Let me get a side view.
Oh!
Yes! She tried to hang on to the lamppost and stacked it. She spun around the lamppost.
If y'all saw my last video, you know I fell on the stairs over there. These is way more crucial. These is way more crucial. Hold up, drop my phone. Look, man.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Get up! Oh my god, someone help me! Get up! Help me right now! Hey!
Are you okay? My video.
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh, poor woman.
What was that?
Sliding down the hill. Oh man. Watch out! Oh!
Nothing you can do about that. No, 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 no.
Is it the slippery type of ice?
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like the videos, please subscribe. If you got anything to say in the comments below. We'll see you next time.